What's up, guys? It's Brandon Flash. Welcome to 2026. This is my first video of the year, and we're in my F-150 Lightning. It is snowpocalypse here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we're going to drive around and see what we find. So last weekend we had what was supposed to be an ice apocalypse, and we were supposed to have crazy ice, power outages, all that here in Charlotte. Nashville ended up getting hit by it, but I had my truck ready to power the entire house, all that fun stuff. Luckily, I didn't have to. And now this weekend, 1 week later, we are getting record snowfall. I think we've already gotten like 5 or 6 inches. That's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon on the 31st of January. And yeah, this is just crazy. We're supposed to get even more snow, maybe even up to a foot. Some areas already over a foot, which is just absolutely insane here in Charlotte, North Carolina. For reference, the last time we got snow like this was 2004, over 20 years ago. And in my almost 5 years living in Charlotte, the most snow we've gotten was about 2 inches, and that was gone the next day. So this is a momentous occasion here in Charlotte, and we're going to just drive around and see what's up. So just for reference, it is 5 o'clock on a Saturday. I'm in a Lowe's parking lot, and it is empty because Lowe's is closed. That's how much the world shuts down here in Charlotte, or the South in general, when it's snowy out. So here we have my truck. I'm going to clear off the back camera so I can see if I need to back up, or at least for the moment. And here it is. So this is a 2022 F-150 Lightning Lariat. I have Nokian 1HT tires on it. I think they have like 10,000 miles on them, something like that. So pretty good shape, pretty deep tread still. And this truck is pretty charged. I think I'm at like 70% or so. We'll reset the trip here so that we can see what the efficiency is. And goodness, there's just so much snow. So let's reset the trip. And then we'll switch over to the camera that's on the mount so that way I can be focused on driving. So let's reset this trip 1. We're at 68% state of charge. I don't know how far we're going to drive. I don't know where we're going to drive. We're just going to go drive, I guess. Battery's at 9 degrees Celsius max temp. And somehow that is the middle of the bar there. I had it charging at 9 kilowatts at home, just on AC charging. So it's 20 degrees outside. Before we run out of daylight, let's get on the road. And this is a super impromptu video, so if the quality is not great, I apologize. That's not really the end goal here. Just want to show you guys what it's like here when the snow is all over the place. Having to reset my infotainment here to get CarPlay working. There's someone else driving this parking lot, oddly. And so far, the truck's been handling great. We had to run some errands this morning, and normally we would take the Model Y, but this was just so much snow that it's a rear-wheel drive car. You shouldn't really drive that on all seasons when it's this kind of weather. I did drive the Model Y last weekend when we had the ice storm. I mean, it wasn't really that bad. It was more wet than like icy, at least here in Charlotte. So I wasn't too concerned. You do get the whiteout situation here that's hard to see curbs, so you definitely have to be careful when you're navigating around areas that could have curbs. Just the camera angle there so you guys can hopefully see better. Apologies if it goes out of focus, it tends to do that. I guess we'll just kind of go towards a little bit more main roads here. So we're in kind of the southwest-ish part of Charlotte, towards like Pineville area or so. And yeah, that's just a frame of reference. You can see parking lot's just empty. There we go, CarPlay's working now. Not that you guys can see it. Waffle House is open though. If you know the South, you know that Waffle House being open is a scale for how bad a storm is. Of course, a Grand Caravan or whatever, without the rear window cleared. Let's just go this way. We've got someone driving without their headlights on. And the South, people just don't know how to drive in this weather. They don't do it ever. In Charlotte, there are a lot of people that are not from the South, so that helps a lot, but still, It is just everyone for themselves. This person's just changing lanes with no signals, no lights on, back window blocked, not at all shocked, and I am going to go past them. And they were also looking at their phone, it seems, so yeah. Not at all surprising that there's a lot of people that have crashed and all that. Those are new little blockers there to prevent people from turning, I guess. And the snow is just still coming down. It is, I've never seen snow like this in the South, and yeah, it's really, really surprising. But yeah, lots of stuff closed. Some restaurants still open, maybe? Yeah, the parking lot's just wide open, empty. A lot of these have a lot of curbs in them though, so you can't really go do donuts. And not gonna do donuts on camera, but not gonna say I have not done some. The Lightning, when you turn off StabiliTrak, as they call it, or Advanced Track, I forgot what they call it, it also disables one pedal driving, which is kind of annoying. So yeah, not a huge fan of that, but you have to press and hold the stability control button to get stability off, whereas if you just press it once lightly, then it only turns off traction control, but stability control still intervenes, so you can't really get it sideways. So pro tip there. And also, it seems to be pretty equal power distribution front and rear, so you have to kind of flick it in to get it to rotate versus a more rear biased ice truck. And here you can see basically whiteout conditions, pretty poor visibility. This is not at all normal in the South. But, I mean, the Lightning is handling this like a champ. No concerns here at all with stability. Of course, we're just going straight, but still. Like, it is stable as can be. Earlier when we were running the errands, my wife was with me, and our kid, of course. And my wife was like, do you have any weight in the back? Do we need that? I'm like, nope, we've got a giant battery underneath the entire bottom of the truck. So we don't have the same concerns as an ice truck would have, that you have a heavy motor in the front and nothing in the back reducing your traction. And of course, this is also all-wheel drive with the two motors versus having an engine, transmission, differential, all that fun stuff with an ice truck. They just have a plow truck just stopped in the middle of the road. That's very strange. Not sure why. I feel like that should not be the case. Strange. Especially kind of coming around a corner. That seems like a pretty bad spot to stop, but what do I know? So we're kind of headed towards Pineville area. Just kind of wanted to see what's going on here. A little bit more of not a downtown per se. That person in the Mustang is definitely having fun out here. I can assure you of that. Got the plow trucks going. I think this is normally 2 lanes. Not entirely sure, but in this weather, lanes are made up. The highways show significant traffic. I've seen some videos of people sliding all around. Yeah, there is not a whole lot going on here. Not a whole lot of cars out. All these businesses look closed today, which is not surprising. I also saw a photo of a semi that got hit by a train in Gastonia, which is kind of west of Charlotte, which I don't really understand how that happens because of snow. So pretty weird there. I think there's a Walmart this way. That would be an interesting indicator of how busy or how dead things are here. Not too close, actually, unfortunately. But grocery stores are open. We went to one this morning. Lots of shelves were empty, so also not surprising. Would definitely like to hear what you guys think of the Lightning and the snow if you have one, or whatever other EV you have. If you guys got hit by the snow, either this storm or the last storm if you're in the Northeast. There's been a lot of storms hitting the country. And man, this is just the weather here is crazy. It's also supposed to be like 5 degrees here in Charlotte this week, overnight. And the south does not get that cold. The heating system for our house, for example, is not designed for those temperatures. It does not heat up the house adequately when it is that cold out. We have a whole home heat pump, more like an air conditioner outdoor unit system type heat pump, not like a mini split. And yeah, that stops being effective like 25 to 30 degrees and then kicks on 9 kilowatt resistive heat, which is terribly inefficient below that. And even that's not the most effective with a decently sized house. So yeah, definitely using some space heaters and having to bundle up. Not sure what the road is doing up here. That's a weird intersection going on here. I think this might be like a no, not a roundabout. I just looked at the map. I guess it's just controlling the turns here in and out. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that driving this is pretty much a non-event, which is how it should be driving in the snow. And this is even just on all seasons. I can't even imagine how good this would be if I had proper winter tires on here. Not mud and snow tire, or not mud and like rock tires. Those are actually terrible in the snow with the big treads. You need siping, which is basically like tiny grip spots. We'll go straight here. It's a turn, but we'll go straight. You can definitely tell the power this has when you give it a little acceleration. Like I'll do this and just kind of hold the wheel straight. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I'm definitely squirrels around just a little bit. We're now in South Carolina, as you can see by the sign that looks like it got damaged, maybe by a plow or something. Who knows? We got a plow truck going. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Charlotte area is basically shut down for the next week or so. I think we're gonna keep going. I wanted to turn right there actually, because there's a Tesla Supercharger near here that would be kind of interesting to check out, but we'll go straight and then we'll go there just to see how things are doing. I would imagine that Tesla doesn't really have plowing arrangements for superchargers down here, because why would they? Yeah, we'll go over here near Carowinds. That's where we are for reference, is right by Carowinds amusement park, 5 minutes away. These are kind of industrial areas that you can tell there's not really anything going on here today. Also, pro tip if you're new to driving in the winter, try to stick on the snow rather than the potentially icy cleared spots. That's a trick you learn. I mean, I grew up most of my life in Minnesota, so spent a lot of time driving in the winter and had some rear-wheel drive cars and all sorts of cars in the winter. So, ooh, Hummer EV at that bar, which is interesting on a snowy day. Yeah, because if you're driving in the cleared lanes that are bare pavement or what look like bare pavement, they actually could be ice, whereas snow can be a little bit more predictable. And if you have snow on snow, you get better grip. And then also just some general winter tips with an EV. Definitely precondition at home, especially if you have home charging. Looks like someone's stuck, maybe? I don't know. I don't have a tow strap in here, unfortunately, so I cannot help them, even if I wanted to. That way you can get everything up to temperature before you leave, because the biggest impact on your winter range, which a lot of people will complain about EV winter range, is because of multiple heating and cooling cycles. If you're doing one long trip on a winter day, the impact is pretty, not insignificant, but a lot less. Especially if you're on like a road trip or something, you'll really only have impact of the cold on the first leg of your trip because it's having to heat up the battery so much. And then every leg after that, the battery should stay fairly warm and not have to heat up as much, especially if you're using your navigation and having it that it knows to precondition and to keep the heat in the battery rather than shutting it off. So definitely do that. Also, if you are running like errands or whatever and it's really cold out, leave the climate on, which in the Lightning just means leaving the truck on. Or if you're in a Tesla or something else, you can just leave the climate on. That way it's easier to maintain the temperature if you're doing kind of short in and outs, rather than having to let it cool all the way down, heat back up, all that fun stuff. That's really bad for really bad for efficiency. Sorry, with the newborn, a little bit sleep deprived here. So stop here. Braking is pretty good on these Nokians, even on these slick roads. That Starbucks looks closed to our left here, if you saw that. I am sure Carowinds is closed, I think, for the season. I don't really know. Never remember where to pull in here. I guess up here is easier, since I did not brake early enough there. So we'll pull in here. You can see kind of the depth of the snow in these tracks. And this Supercharger is at the hotel here. This Comfort Inn. All the cars are covered in snow. Most of these people are probably not prepared for this level of snow. There's a Model S that looks like it's been road tripping or something in this cold. Yeah, they're charging up. But they're the only car here, which is not entirely surprising. You can see one of the cables there is on the ground, but it looks like most of the cables are actually in their holsters, surprisingly. Let's see if I can remember where these curbs are. And yeah, let's just pull off here. And we'll wrap this video up. Well, there we have it. So there's a Supercharger. I think that Wendy's is even closed. You can see the tracks here. And I think this parking lot has probably even been plowed once. Let's see if we can go over to this area here. Yeah, this is extremely deep and unusual for the Carolinas. And when I got home earlier, I had to move the Model Y over one spot in my driveway. Sorry, snowflakes going in my eyes. And my driveway has some slope to it, and I had to pull it down and then move it back up, and it would not go back up the driveway. So the Model Y rear-wheel drive in slippery conditions on all-season tires, not ideal. The Lightning went up, no problem. I ended up having to take the Model Y rather than backing it up and kind of getting a little bit of momentum and then going straight up the driveway, which was not what I wanted to do, but it worked. You do what you need to do in these kind of conditions. But this is... It's truly unbelievable, the snow that we've gotten here. I have never seen anything like this in the Carolinas. Like, I should not be getting covered in snow in North Carolina. What is this? Anyway, just a fun video, kind of impromptu with the snow. I figured I had to do something with these extreme conditions. Comment down below what you guys think. If you guys went out in the storms either this week or last week, or in general, if you have an EV, what your winter experiences have been. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Forgot to show you guys the stats. So we drove 5.8 miles. We're at 65% state of charge and 1.4 miles per kilowatt hour. So, I mean, bad efficiency, but all things considered, not terrible. So, adequate. And the battery cooled down slightly, down to 8 degrees Celsius max temp.